second day of National Robocon 2018, wherein we have 107 teams from all over India participating in this robotic competition, which is inspired by a traditional Vietnamese game, Nemcon. Yesterday was the inaugural session, and after that an exhibition match, and then series of matches wherein the teams played against each other. But Akshay, I think they weren't very interested in defeating each other, but rather scoring maximum points so that they could get into the Super League.
I totally agree with you. In fact, I believe that the exhibition match set the ball rolling straight away because we had such an eventful day after that. You know what? The best part of the day was wrong day, because when the teams tried to get maximum points by throwing the golden shuttlecock through the golden ring onto the golden cup, and that makes it so exciting. There were teams who could do it quite a few times, but there were also some teams who could not even open their account.
Yes, I do agree, because there were some teams who have been regularly participating in Robocon and have been quite pro at it, winning some titles. But then there are others who are participating for the first time and still gaining some experience.
You know what I believe? That day 2 is the most exciting and the most critical as far as Robocon is concerned, because this is the day when the picture starts getting a little clearer. This is the day, if I may say so, when the husks are separated from the grain. 25 teams will go on to play in the Super League stages today, and out of that, 8 will go on to play in the quarterfinals.
That's right. So what are we waiting for? We have matches to watch, and of course we have interviews to watch, and some very interesting events for our viewers as well. So let's move on with this first match, which is by COEP Pune, and they have been the reigning champions and participated in the international competition at Tokyo. First set of their points. They have been able to get a throw from the throwing zone 1, and now they have moved on to throwing zone 2, and there is a second one as well that they have been able to score those extra points there.
Next two teams on the main field, please.
Whereas College of Engineering Pune, which has always been on the lead, in the first game they scored 122 and the second in 135. We are at the weight and measure station, and yes, as the game is on its way, we got a little curious about the dimensions of the robots, the manual robot, the automatic robot, the racks and the shuttlecocks, which are actually the soul of the game, because a lot of precision is required for the robots to perform their tasks.
You know, Priyambada, we have been going gaga over the design and looks of these robots, right? You know, teams trying their best to make their bots looks as fancy as possible by adding colors and LED lights to it and so much more. But there goes a lot into designing them, because there are specific technical parameters as far as their designing and their weight is concerned. For example, the bot cannot exceed 25 kgs in total, including the racks, the batteries, the cables and everything else. In fact, this weight and measurement station where we are standing right now is the very entry point from where all the teams have to cross. But before that, they have to get a clearance certificate from them. Only then they can go on to play their matches.
So let's find a little more about this. The game between National Institute of Technology and the MIT Pune begins here. The MIT Pune is in blue and the National Institute of Technology is in red. And the robots have already moved in. The blue team robo has moved into throwing zone 1 and has successfully been able to throw the first shuttlecock through and have scored their first points in the first game as well. For team red, they are still in the process of adjusting the robots, which are not positioned well as of now. In the meantime, team blue has scored the second time from throwing zone 2. And the second game for the National Institute of Technology Surathkal and the Maharashtra Institute of Technology Pune. The game begins. The blue team is of course the MIT Pune, and which has done very well in the first game. Let's see how they perform in the second game. Now their automatic robot has already moved in the throwing zone 1 and is ready to throw the shuttlecock through the blue ring. And it has been successfully able to do that, as it will then quickly move on to the throwing zone 2 and try its luck one more time. between Vellore Institute of Technology Chennai in red and Indian Institute of Technology Delhi. That's IIT Delhi versus the VIT Chennai. Yeah, it looks like. I mean, even I'm wondering why it would have happened. Have the robots missed their direction? And oh well, they have been able to do a successful throw from throwing zone 2. But well, we'll have to wait and see what the judges decide. And there is a another successful throw, as they have been able to do that. And now I think the next attempt will obviously be to move on to the golden throw, which is picking up the golden shuttlecocks. And the game 2 for the Vellore Institute of Technology Chennai versus the Indian Institute of Technology Delhi begins. There's IIT Delhi versus VIT Chennai. IIT Delhi in blue and VIT Chennai in red. And in the earlier game, definitely the IIT Delhi has been a little ahead. But again, we'll have to wait for the scoreboard to see how well they have done. But now it's time for the second game now. And here their robot is already in throwing zone 1, which is the preliminary throw, the first throw that is required. And has successfully been able, it's trying successfully to pick up the shuttlecocks from the manual robot, and that it has done. And it's now time about they throw it. There it's a successful throw through the blue ring.
Well, one of the most interesting things about Robocon is a tour around the pit area. And look what I have stumbled upon. The champions of champions, the 7-time national champion, Nirma. And I am with their team and their manual operator, Harsh, and his team members. Let's have a word with him and find out like what are their preparation and what is their state of mind right now. Harsha, like, what do I say, man? Today the match was absolutely mind-blowing. 263 back-to-back. What do you have to say about it?
Well, our team was well prepared for that. We had 6 months of training and we prepared very well from very beginning. It is a team effort, and I would also like to thank our course coordinator there, Mihir sir, and the team effort and our family members also, who have supported us very much in this quest.
But scoring so high, in the league stages, does it put pressure on you guys?
No, we are already free-minded. We always take things very lightly because our boat is very simple. We have confidence on our boat. We have confidence in our team. So we are very much confident that this year we will be the champion of Nirma Robocon.
Well, all right, we'll have to see for that. Prasham, obviously, I'm sure you are resonating the same ideas, but how do you look at it, your team separation?
Well, I look like we are very well a united team, focused. We are prepared for almost a year. I'm definitely sure that we are going to have good results. We are going to win. We are also going to represent India in Vietnam.
And a word about the competition. 107 teams participating this year in National Robocon. How do you look at the competition? What do you look at the state of preparation of other teams?
Well, this year many new teams have come and their performance is quite also well. Many teams have done quite well because this year the completion of themes is much more than the last year, because last year not much teams were able to complete the whole theme, but this year the number has increased and many more new teams are doing very well.
You know what really fascinates me about Nirma is how well coordinated you guys are, especially the coordination between your manual robot and the automatic robot. Like I really want to know that how many hours do you spend together with the robot? You're almost become one with them.
We have spent almost approximately 6 months from the process of designing, fabrication, and our practice. And we haven't reached our hostels or homes from 3 months. We have been practicing in our college only, the college lab only, and it took this much time to get familiarized with our machines, and we have well confidence in our machines and our team, and I am confident that we will win this time.
प्रियंवदा, जैसे जैसे डे 2 समाप्ति की ओर आ रहा है और हम फाइनल की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं, मेरा ध्यान बार बार उन अवार्ड्स और उन ट्रॉफीज़ की तरफ जा रहा है।
बिल्कुल सही, हर वर्ष की तरह इस बार भी द विनर विल गेट द विनर अवार्ड, उसके अलावा है द सेकंड रनर अप, द फर्स्ट रनर अप, बट देयर आर सम स्पेशल अवार्ड्स लाइक एन अवार्ड फॉर द मोस्ट इकोनॉमिकल रोबोट अवार्ड, द अवार्ड फॉर द बेस्ट एंड एस्थेटिक रोबोट अवार्ड, एंड देन देयर इज अ स्पेशल प्राइज फॉर द शटलकॉक्स एज वेल.
There is also a best manual operator award, there is also best rookie award and they're very interesting awards. और मैं समझता हूँ कि awards की अपनी एक अहमियत है क्योंकि वो एक इंसेंटिव रहता है, एक encouragement रहती है टीम के लिए और नेशनल रोबोकॉन में इस बात पर खास एम्फेसिस दिया जाता है क्योंकि ना सिर्फ यहाँ पे कंपैटिटिव स्पिरिट को बढ़ावा दिया जाता है बल्कि साथ साथ दूसरे वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स को भी एक्नॉलेज किया जाता है उनके कंट्रीब्यूशन को.
बट इन अवार्ड्स के लिए हमें कल तक का इंतजार करना पड़ेगा टू नो हु द विनर इज. सो बी विद अस एंड ट्यून इन टुमारो. Few hits and few misses. The second day of National Robocon 2018 has been as eventful, exciting and exhilarating as the first day has been. With few teams on the field and few others cheering from the gallery, I wondered at one time if the robots also felt the vibrations. But nevertheless, the real challenge is tomorrow when the quarterfinals, the semi-finals and the finals are being played. And well, as they say, the heat is on.
You know, Priyamvada, from 107 teams down to top 8 teams, battling it out there to win the coveted National Robocon 2018 and get the honor to represent India in the International Robocon in Vietnam.
Well, the quarterfinals are going to be the most exciting matches you have ever seen.
So be with us as we bring you live action on DD Sports from 10 in the morning and witness the future of robotics. And here comes my
The Rombe.